to Summersault, Billy Corgan, Smashing Pumpkins as they continue the farewell tour. On, it just
we didn't really mean it to be, but...
Well, this is what I wanted to ask you, was did you actually say that this was it for the Pumpkins? Or is it just taken out of context by the press?
No, I mean, we posted the original comments on the website. They've been sort of perverted over time, but no, I mean, we said this is it. I mean, we want to fulfill the commitments that we've made, which was to do this, still going to Europe and South America. And I'm sure we'll do a couple sort of final hometown shows in Chicago, but no, I mean, this is it.
Is it hard for you to do this? You know, it's like when you give your notice at a place of employment, you think, it's hard to keep going here because I'm done. Is it hard for you to beat Billy Corgan on the Smashing Pumpkins now?
No, you know, actually, from a musical sort of being in the band standpoint, it's actually been kind of fun because we don't really feel any pressure. You know, it's like, what are you gonna do? You know, you don't like it, well, don't come see us next time. So. So that's been, I think the only way it's sort of changed the sort of the feeling of the last day of school kind of feeling is stuff like interviews and stuff like that. Anything to do with the business part of it, it just doesn't seem like, there's no tomorrow, so it's like, what are you really promoting?
You always, played your show and given it to the fans, but this time it just seemed like we're just nailing everybody because you're never going to see us again. Will there ever be you're going to see us again?
We feel pretty strongly that we're, if there's any future for us about sort of making music anymore, it won't be as a live band. We sort of, the live experience has really changed in terms of how people perceive it and what they want to get out of it. It's become, an event like this has become more of a social event. Wanna go for a ride? If I could try to explain one thing that I think is easier to explain now, is that we never, and I know a lot of people would laugh at this, we never really took ourselves that seriously. We took our music very, very seriously as far as the intensity at which we played it, but we never really took what we were trying to get across that seriously. That's why we could always sort of change our clothes, if you know what I mean. It wasn't that we weren't loyal to what we were doing, but we never thought anything was that sort of worth it to believe in it that much. That's why every album was different, and that's why, we played guitar solos, and then we didn't play guitar solos. It never was that serious to us that we felt we had to sort of stick to our identity, that we couldn't sort of take off the leather jacket or something, And, it's like, come on, I'm a, 6'4", bald and in a dress, it's like, if that doesn't make you laugh, I don't know what does, so.
Where do you think people got the image then that you were this, monster that, controlled the image so much?
Well, it's sort of a funny thing. We're attracted to different things for different reasons. For a while, Courtney was the bad girl, and Kurt was the reclusive genius, and Eddie was the sort of the frustrated, I don't want to be a pop star, and Trent was the, the dark prince in the castle, and I was sort of the anti-hero, and it's like people sort of unconsciously just keep putting things on top of those things to where it's like, as tragic as Kurt Cobain's life ended, I mean, he had a great sense of humor. Nirvana had a lot of life and a lot of love in it, and you see that continued in what Dave does. Dave was such a big part of that, and Dave's spirit, is so free. There's a lot of tension in what people expect and then constantly sort of destroying what they expect. I mean, I know other people are very good at sort of giving the people what they want. Me personally, I'm more interested in giving the people what they don't want and then making them go, God, I never thought of that. Oh, that's kind of cool. So that's always what I personally tried to achieve, and musically as well. So it's fine. Again, it's just too corporate. It's just too perfect. It's too everybody's airbrushed. It's like, we came from the suburbs, I mean, America's embarrassed that it coughs up people like me, I mean, I'm not pretty, I'm not perfect, it's not supposed to be that way.
The following music video contains disturbing documentary-style footage.